Jets and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. They start the drive with Cook. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Josh Allen, he says that he wants to continue to perfect executing the run-pass option. Looked pretty good there.
And he's put in the minds of all people trying to defend him that his legs create big plays. So guess who benefits?
His running back.
You no doubt about it, and we just saw it there.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Allen looks to throw on second down. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Oh, he's got some breathing. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sidelines will talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Allen. Pass delivered successfully to Knox on the out route. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! Dawson Knox, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Hall to start the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Second and 11. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Hall. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. On first down, right back to Hall. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Bills will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On second and 9, Allen working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Cook up the gut. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Tackle on that play by Quinnen Williams.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And some room to work. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in Week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 21-zip.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But when
this offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Garrett Wilson,
36 yards.
And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early? Or
he's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Well, it's only Week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it, they did it. All that work in preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. They'll give to Hall. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll go again with Hall. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They're going to try and throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Jair Elam makes a pick. Well, there are several factors at play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles, but that's now 3 interceptions that he has thrown and just giving the football away. Pretty careless here in the opening half.
Yeah, I know that all of our parents taught us to share as youngsters, but in this game, you don't want to share with the other team. Keep it for yourself. Keep it for your team. Got to cut down on all of those throws, those errant passes, but they hope to get back into this game.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. First down, here's the run with Cook. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Here's Allen. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And that's off the left upright, but it caroms right in. How about that? The kick is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So put 3 on the board. A little bit of a hook on the driver that time. Looked a little bit like you, Charles, over on the 8th at Windermere.
You know me too well, partner. Except that he got his to hit a tree and kick back into the fairway.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
The Bills bring out a couple of extra defensive backs to defend this third down play.
Yeah, they're going dime.
On third down, here's Hall.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Elijah Moore.
67 yards.
And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On play action, Allen. It's complete to Cook. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
Now Allen. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So on now comes the Jets offense as they're going to go for 2 here. It's complete. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And Cook getting the call there on 1st down as he works his way forward for a nice gain of 5.
Brought down number 39. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Ball again on second down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Ball again. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Second down to run with Hall. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A give running right is Hall. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. We'll get this up to about the 44.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Now back to throw. Open man here is Conklin. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 42. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bills are going to take over here up near the 40. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To the air, Allen firing quickly, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And he comes back with one complete.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice game there. This one goes for 20.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Second down and goal. Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Bills are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Pass on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Here's Hall again.
Fights through and now a crease. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Hall on a give up the middle. 145 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second down, Gilmore. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Hall. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Allen's throw taken in by Diggs.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against the defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. On play action, Allen.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Tackle made there by Matt Milano. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
And this one incomplete. He couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. Thus far, it hasn't happened. Time
under pressure, and they got to him again. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Allen now looks to throw. He's got the hook up with Diggs.
Finding space at the 40. Down the left sideline. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Bills.
Stephon Diggs. 89 yards.
And the Bills are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but It's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Throw right side, Wilson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. They'll look to throw again. That is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A handoff for Hall. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll look to throw. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it. They'll
try and wind down some clock with Cook. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He's at the 30.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Now, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right?